Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Trends. I'm Silverbacked, and in this video I just want to go through the top largest cap cryptos versus USD. I'll get to those. I want to do the daily chart analysis because I want to get my bias from there. That's basically what I always do from trading. So it's a daily multi-day bias. So basically, if people that are following weekly trends, trading spot or just investing. This is probably something to sort of like pay attention to, because these trends don't often change on a dime. Like the last, for example, here I'm on Bitcoin at the moment on the 1 day. It's the last signal we got of a change of trend, and you can see it did follow, even though it's all over the place. This smooth one here ended up starting at one place and ending up to the other. And that was 47 days and 18.34%, that you'd want to know about, whether you are either holding a BTC spot and you just basically could have just stepped out for 47 days and just sat in USD and then just entered back in here. You would have 18.34% more Bitcoin if you love spot Bitcoin so much. So it's not just about leverage trading. Leverage trading is for income. I still actually invest in the actual spot market as well, and I've got some. I'm developing and also I'm using some auto compounding apparatus, you would say, like providing liquidity, for example. But all that stuff is just being still tested at the moment. I want to make sure I've got the right information before I go recommending anything. So Apex Pro is you'll find links for that, and that's a non-custodial decentralized derivatives exchange. So you just grab USD, you go and chuck it in there, and you can go long Bitcoin or short Bitcoin without any leverage. So just a quick plug for that. You'll find Apex Omni link somewhere down below. You'll find it. So for those, that's for the investors and spot traders that want to take advantage of the market when it goes down. So you know how I bring this up, because it is really relevant. I won't spend too much time on this, but I'll just want to drill home the point that everyone's going, oh, when's the old season coming? When's the this, that, when's the bull run, the last, blow off top happening? And I'll say this is what I'm saying to everyone in my leverage trading group, which is sort of understandable, but I'm also saying to my investors as well, is that it doesn't matter. You've got plenty of time, because you can make money when the market's going down or up. So I'm double dipping over here. So I don't need big moves. I just need to be on the right side of the trends. And basically that's what I'm going to lead into with this video, is basically tell you what the multi-day weekly trend is for the top 10, and then I'll follow that up to let you know exactly now, once I've got that bias, how that interacts with me taking advantage of the EMA price mean versus the actual price in the 1 hour time frame. And I choose the 1 hour time frame because I don't like sitting in front of my computer all the time, and I'm not doing this 5-minute, 15-minute leverage trading. That's a job. I don't like sedentary lifestyle. I like getting out and moving around, so I don't want to be stuck to my computer. So if that sounds like it's you, then follow along. So I've taken the liberty of just I already started. I don't edit my videos, so I already did a whole video on the actual daily, weekly, long-term setup. We are actually green. If you look at over here and look for the buy signal, the long signal, as I go through Bitcoin, it is definitely up. As you can see, it's got the green triangle there. We're trending up on Ethereum. We're now trending up on XRP. I'll say something about XRP in just a second. I'll come back to that. BNB, we're trending up. Solana, we just started to trend up after a very, very long time. We were trending down since this candle over here. So 53 days of a downtrend. So this is why I sort of say you gotta know. If you're going to hold any of these assets, you got to obviously be on the right side of it, the trade. even if you're not doing leverage. ADA, even if you're doing like providing liquidity, like you're gonna have impermanent loss for 53 days, like, and then you're getting in. You're not, it's not like it went away 53 days and then came back. It's still got to have more market adoption to get back to where it was. So yeah. Anyway, ADA is now just turned up to an uptrend. Doge is now just turned to an uptrend after a little bit. TRX is an uptrend. It's been up and down a little bit more because the price doesn't move much with TRX, and also we just had this massive move, which was like I mean from the bottom where it started to there was 200%. So that was a pretty big move. So anyway, so that's TRX. TRX has definitely got a buy or a long signal. Link is also long. TON is also long. Let me just get rid of these drawings. So yeah, that's where we're at. In the previous video I did just erase and restarted this one. I had a TON position which I just closed. Here it is here. Orders. Well, I've got two orders. Hang on, let me just, sorry, I just want to just make sure I've got nothing. Take profit, stop loss, TRX, close long. Is it market and take profit? Okay. What are these? Sorry, let me just go in here. I just want to see what this second. I got a trailing stop. Oh yeah, and I got to take profit. Okay, cool. I'm basically just letting the stop just trail up. I'm anticipating that TRX is or Tron is going to do good. But let me not go out of order. Let me just drop down. Now that we've seen that these are all got a bias of green, that means when I go down to the 1 hour time frame, all I have to do, if you guys are trading spot in the smaller time frames, or like day or intraday, then or swing trading, just spot or leverage, or low leverage, or high leverage, doesn't matter. Just respect the 1 day trend that I've just laid down, and you can easily do that yourself. And when you come into here, don't grab a short. You want to make that daily bias that we've just had a look at first. Dictate the bias, so only take long positions. So now this at the moment is actually pointing to long on the hourly. Now we've looked at the higher time frame, so obviously we've got a higher degree of certainty as you can see it's been playing out. We've had a big market move. We're just sort of in between and just opened on the Asian market, and it's actually heading down a bit. So what I would probably do is I'll probably wait for the first hour of the Asian market to finish, mark the top and the bottom, and then basically see where we branch out from there. I'd imagine that this candle will stop at some point, and at that point, you'll be able to sort of like get in there and go long on one of these candles. And if you do, like, let me just have a look and see how much that candle there is. 1.5% in 1 hour. Alright, so that's an example for TON. Let me go back to BTC and we'll start from there. Let's start where we start. Okay, so at the minute we are in a downtrend. So if you want to, you can actually drop down to the 30-minute candles, and you can see that there is it came up, it changed to a new trend, bounced here. This is off the 200 moving average, and has bounced up, and it's about to possibly come down again. That's got 9 minutes to go for that candle, and that's actually a little bit. With the wick up the top there, it's probably more likely we're going to see something like this, and if it respects this, it might come down a little bit less and then sort of head up. So this is just completely a guess, but this is what it could be. So seems a bit to be a little bit thick there. I'll leave it as thick because it's better for the video. So that's something that I might expect to happen. So not very keen. If this was to come down and get close to this mean, then I'll make a decision. then I would probably be interested. So what I'll do is I'll set an alarm here. That's just sort of like just the base of this candle, between the base of that body and down here, because that'll give me a hint. And I'll just set up an alert right there. Now, if you don't have a full trading view, you can get these alerts and set them up on your own thing here. So let's say I'll go to BTC, for example. If I've got a trade of BTC, I'm obviously waiting to get into that one because I'm looking for a better position. Now I think I set it was 86,965. Sorry, so you can see here it was 86,965, right? So so what you can do is you can come up to what's your leverage to. If you're not happy with 20, just drop it down, okay? And also just obviously always make it isolated, not cross, unless you want it crossed. Come up here, there's price alert. Okay, so what price do we say? First of all, we'll create. If you're on this chart, for starters, it comes up for alert for this chart. So we were 86,965, right? So create alert. 86,965 was the alert, right? Just once, and it'll come up on my phone and also my desktop. Yeah, I had to actually stop that for a second because I actually accidentally did it twice. But anyway, going back into there, we've got the BTC alert. What I did is when I went in there, when the price I had to change it to when the price drops to, because we were actually currently above that price. So that's why it didn't take. Anyway, so that's done. So if you haven't got TradingView, you can now you can set it up as a price alert in Bitunix, because it's a fully featured exchange. A little bit more, they're a little bit more mature in the market. They're 3 years in now, and they're just the #1 growing exchange in the world, because they accept every country too. So yeah. Anyway, getting on with it. We're looking at Ethereum. Oh, by the way, if you want to know what I was looking at there, that was just basically the price I thought might retrace to, and that's where I set the alarm. So right in time for me to see what's going on here, and then jump on an emerging trend as if it starts going up in that smaller 1 hour time frame. Moving on, ETH. We know it's a green bias. We haven't got the green signal yet, but again, 30-minute is probably going to be okay. It's just taking off, so we could probably get ahead of this now, or we can wait for it to retrace back. I'd prefer for it to go up and retrace back to the mean, and that's when the 1 hour one will you can see it's just rising. It'll probably go up fast and come back fast as well. So what I'll do is I'll just put with this last candle here, I'll put a little alarm there, just so I know when it's coming back from having gone past there. And then it'll give me a beep and let me know. And again, same thing. This 2017. Just for the sake of what I'm doing here, I'll do it here as well, just to show you guys. If you don't have TradingView, it was 2017 when the price drops to 2017. And I think it's a good area, good value area to give you an alert on my phone and my computer. Boom, that's done. See, it's already taken off, so a little bit. So you don't want to be buying when it's already taken off, because it'll do exactly what it's doing now. It'll come right back down, and it might continue down, and then so you've lost from there to there, and then you're going to lose more. That's the exact opposite of what to do. So let's wait for it to pull back. I've got the alarm set up there. Let's get on with it. We've got our area area of interest. XRP on the. Let's start with the hourly. Hourly hasn't turned green yet, so we're actually still in a downtrend. So we're looking for that to turn green. It's looking like it's going towards the mean pretty aggressively. It's actually broken through on this one here. I would like to see it come up and then come back and retest, and then show up as a change of trend. One of these babies here. So again, imagine what I'm hoping to see is something like this, and then a continuation up. We're going to jump on the train around about here. So again, I'm going to look at that last green candle. It seems to be coming down a little bit. If it comes up and shoots down there, I could get in. I just don't want to get in too soon. I'd rather go 1 or 2 candles or do something like this before I jump in. So let me just get just the bottom part of that green candle for an alarm. And again, this is $2.36 on XRP. Let's jump in there and go XRP. Create an alert when price drops to $2.36. That's pretty close, hey? It's almost worth getting in there now, but I think it's gonna pump a bit harder first and then come back. This is quite bullish. I'm just of two minds whether I should. If that comes down a little bit, I've already set up. What is it? 236. So if it comes back down to there, it'll say I will have got a better entry. So if it does it now, or it does it in a little bit, I'll get an alert. I haven't actually heard one of these alerts go off yet. So anyway, pushing on. Let's get rid of that. BNB. Let me look on the hour first. BNB is breaking through here on the hour, but we don't know whether it's going to get rejected. Let me see the 30 minute. 30 minute would have broken through, and we've got a change of trend. 30 minute is actually quite reliable, but again, you don't want it to jump at shadows. You want that to come back to retest here. Probably the base of that candle there. So again, I'll do the same thing. Just I'll set an alarm right at the base of that. So that's 619.7. BNB. 619.7. I think it was 19.7. Whoa. 0.7. So that's BNB set up to let us know. Solana, that's broken through on the 30 minute. On the 1 hour, it's about to break through. 30 minute actually is, if you're sitting there trading live. Well, there we go. We've got an alert on XRP. Okay, so we've got an entry here, so I can do this live. Okay, so we're up to Solana. We'll come back to it. You know what? While I'm here, I'll just get onto this lower candle. I'll see if that comes back to there. I'll set this alarm just on here, and that'll be enough. I'll do the same thing with ADA. We're coming back. I want to see it come back to about there, and then I'll jump onto that. Doge. That's right on the line. I want to see a combination of candles here to see that this is breaking out like a engulfing green candle, and I'll jump onto it then. Let's look at something higher than that. TRX. So that volume was really loud. TRX. We are in a full swing uptrend. Yeah, we're definitely in a full uptrend. So maybe just looking for a good entry there. So like, you know, the last time we were down at this sort of level was at a good area, was probably down here. I wanted to probably just retest something like that, so I can get into at a good entry where these converge. I'll have it to move that up a little bit to try and get filled as it comes. I'm looking for a wick down, basically, is what I'm saying. I can do a limit order down here or something like that. Anyway, let's get on with it. So I want to get to the XRP chart. So this one's broken through on the hourly. That is actually a buy. So okay, so we're going to go into XRP and we're going to go into Link right now. All right, let's get this set up. Ton, we're already. I'll just exit that. Disregard it because I've already got a position, so I've already called all that move. So here we go. Alright, XRP and Link, let's get in there and let's do it. Close that. Let's go to XRP. XRP, here we go. Alright, so we're now happy that's pulled back a little bit. Is it still pulling back, or what is it doing? What is that, 30 minute? Let's open it right up. Let me just check my leverage. 10x isolated is pretty comfortable because it's not too fast. You can sort of react to things. You can actually massage the deal if you like. You know, like if you get in a bad entry, then you can average down. What I generally do is I'm happy this area here I'll go back into it. So I'm pretty happy that's inching towards there. It's not quite there yet. So we're sort of we haven't even got a signal here yet. So something just filled. Yeah, Ethereum's filled. Okay. Well, no, we got an alert on Ethereum to let us know it's pulling back. See now, Ethereum's pulling back. All right, so I'm gonna add Ethereum to the list. Okay, so we got XRP, Link, and Ethereum. So everything always happens at the same time because they all move together. So this is what happens. But we're getting a better entry. So let's limit ourselves to only the ones that have actually already got a buy signal on the 30 minute. It has to be on the 30 minute, otherwise it's a little bit like we're jumping the gun. So that sort of narrows it down a bit more. So let's say ETH on the 30 minute, we're okay. So I'm just going to put a tick next to ETH. Let's have a look at XRP. XRP, not quite, not yet. And that was pulling back, and that's what gave us the alarm. Let me put a really aggressive alarm level right way down there, and then see if we bounce from there. What was the other one? XRP and Link. Link was the other one. Link, we are green here, so that's actually just giving us an opportunity to get in good. So let's get into Link and ETH. All right, so XRP, we're going to hold fire. So X. What did I just say? Link and ETH. Okay, because we've got our signals there, right? So, Link. Alright, we pull back a little bit. Let me have a look at this. Pull down and pull back up again. What does it say on the 1 hour? 1 hour. It looks like as though it's pulling back a fair bit. Sort of pulled away from it. The only thing I'm looking at is it has pulled away from us a little bit. It's come back. Let me have a look and see from there to there. 50% would be around about there. Ideally. That's where I'd expect it to go to. Alright, I'll tell you what, to be true to what I'm saying, I can put a limit order in there. What is it? $15.20. Let's get started with that. $15.20. Let's go boom. Limit buy. And then what I'll do is I'll just fill in between a little bit between here. Probably there. Now, because I started the furthest away, this position is worth more than this. That's worth slightly less than that one there, slightly less. If you want to go start further down, you can start down here if you want to have get it filled along the way. And that's the whole move that we saw. I should open that up. That's that whole move that we've seen there. So it started from below the mean, got above, closed above it. So that confirmed the new short-term trend, which is, as you see, it's green along with the daily trend. Now we're in line with the daily trend. So we ignore these downtrends in the small time frames. We only trade these ones, and we're just sort of at the beginning of it. I haven't sort of got a big position up here, but I've got a position just for the sake of the video as well. Hopefully that fills. It doesn't look like it is. Okay, if you want to cheat, I'm doing limit orders. I don't do any market orders, so if you want to cheat a little bit, you just bring your limit order just right up underneath where the price is, and then hopefully there's a little bit of volatility shakes around, and you get a fill. We'll get it filled. It's not cooperating. Just move it up a little more. It's moving away from me. Fill. There you go. All right. So that was not a market order, that was a limit order. So essentially what it means is I'm a market maker, not a market taker, so therefore it's cheap for me to be holding that position. I'm not paying to hold that position. So now if this moves down against me, because I'm not happy with that, how cheap that was, it'll buy in there with a little bit more money, and that'll average the two positions together. And average my entry here, so you'll find the actual the entry will go dong, and then if it goes down to here, this is an even bigger entry than the other first two, and then that'll come down to here. So then this will be a bigger position and also average down to a better entry, and then we'll set up our stop losses and all that sort of stuff. I think I'm already in there, so I would have a stop, outside these sort of positions over here. It's good to just sort of set a stop loss up, and then what you're looking for is a 3 to 1. I mean, no matter what I've placed on this trade, if you want to just basically go, well, from this first position to there, you can just measure it out and say, if you only want to measure, if you want to risk 20% of everything you bet on the trade, on one trade, then you can basically adjust your risk by just going like this and saying, okay, well, that whole movement before here and when you get liquidated is 4.42. So if you want to do this, you just pull up a calculator and go 4.42 divided by 4 is 1.1, right? So what you can do is come back here and go from here. You just want to go 1.1. Okay, that would be 1/4 of the position. So what you would do is move your stop loss up to that 1.1. Okay, so that would be risking 20% of the position. So what you want to do is move, just so you're filling it in, move those orders up to sort of even it out as it gets towards that stop loss, and then if it gets there, it's a hard stop. Right. The other thing you can do is if you can set up a take profit if you want. Straight away, this is an easy one because I can see the previous highs there. You can basically set it up. Now you can see where my mouse is, and the actual dollar amount and percentage amount is going up. Because I'm 10x leverage, that setting it up there would be about $70 worth of profit. That's quite a lot. So if we get there, but what you can do to set this take profit is look at where your position is and where your stop is, and you just grab one of these tools and go long position, and then put that in exactly where this position is, at where your position is, and then set up the stop loss alongside where your actual stop loss is, and then what you want is a 3 to 1 risk reward, and this will tell you whether it's realistic or not. So you're going way beyond the previous price action over here. So 3 to 1 is up there. And now if you can't get it quite on it, just stretch it out a bit, and then you've got more control over where it lands. What I'm looking at is this number here. You want that to be 3. Okay. So yeah. So that means that you need to really get into this sort of territory here, $16. Or essentially, actually, let's yeah, you need 54%. So that's, what is that, 5.4% move to get up to your take profit, which is up here. Oops, get rid of that. Then you move up to there, match it up there. There you go. So that's basically it. So if we go down here, we might get filled a couple more times. as it gets filled at a level we're happy with. And then we can do other things too. Like, for example, we're looking at Link at the moment. Again, this is getting a little bit into detail, but let's have a look at Link over the last 4 days. If we're trying to get 5.4% profit, are we dreaming? Here's Link. Here's Link, and here's the last 7 days. If we held this position for 7 days, and it did well, which that chart has done well, that's 4.5. You know what I mean? So are we swinging a little bit too much for the fences, or what? I mean, you can actually set the take profits a bit lower. You can, if you wanted to. Once it starts to get going, actually that's in the wrong spot there. That should be down here. So that's 3.87. Actually, I thought I was a little bit far away. Yeah, that's a bit better. Yeah, that's a bit more realistic. So all we're asking for is what it did previous, and it's had pumps of that size. I mean, if you have a look at that pump there, from there to there, there's a pump. It does move that much. You can see from there to there. So from here, if it pumped from here to here, it could end up there. You know, here's something you can do. If you're up here, you can basically measure back to from there to your stop loss. This is, again, I'm going into a bit of detail here, but this is actually good to just show you guys. You can measure back to here and say, okay, that's your entry point, 1.37, right? So if you go 1.37 from there back, 1.37, that would be there. Alright, so you could have your static stop loss and also a trailing stop loss at 13.37. I'll show you how to do that. So we're on Link at the moment. All you do is you go Link, you can go here, or you can just go here. Trailing stop loss interval will be ratio, and it was like 1.37%. You can see it filled in here, and just go, and it says 100% of the position. That's all done. And then what we've got now is a trailing stop. As the price, if it comes down and fills those and it takes off, it'll basically that'll follow it up. Meaning this position here will follow it up. Actually, it actually just moved up then. You can see it. So if it goes up to there, essentially that I've measured it so that trailing stop will be at break even. So essentially, as it moves up, it'll be at break even until it goes up to here to hit our take profit. And our take profit will give us, I'll tell you what percentage it is. I'll put it back up there, 65%. So we got $16 in there in this particular trade, but I work on percentages, whatever percentage you got in there. So 65%. So it would be $16.0.27 times 65%. So I'll make $10. I would have risked 20% of $16 to make $10. Pretty happy with that. Yeah, and so my 16%. Well, I've worked it out. $16. Sorry, 16.27 times 20%, because I set my stop loss. That's not right. 16.27 times 20% equals. So yeah. So basically, if I hit my take profit, I'll make $10. If I hit my stop loss, I'll lose $3.25. If I go through here, I'll actually increase my position so that the numbers get bigger, but the percentages remain the same. So yes, it'll get filled. If it goes down here, it'll actually increase my losses and it'll lose more, but it won't. I've limited it so it can't carry on going crazy. Now again, these positions, just want to make sure you come back, and these open orders, you just want to make sure, because if you go to open orders, you'll have like these link orders I just placed, which are the static stop loss and also the trailing stop, and you can find them just in here. See, stop loss, blah blah blah. Take profits and all that sort of stuff is not so much of an issue, but yeah, you just want to make sure if you're out of all your trades or some trade just closed, just go back to make sure open orders you haven't got any random stuff in there. Limit orders, like I've got 2 limit orders I know about, which is this one and this one. As the stop loss hasn't moved past these, as they go past them, I can cancel them because they'll never get there. But anyway, this is pretty in depth, but I don't really have a chance to do any sort of these longer videos where I can go into some detail. And some of you do want to learn a little bit more. There's some of the things I've actually had filled or notifications. Limit order, yep, ETH. So what was my other thing? We wanted to set up Ethereum as well, didn't we? Yeah. So let's go to Ethereum and see what we can get on there. First of all, however, let's have a look in here and see how it looks. So this is the 1 hour. It's about to sort of change. It has changed on the 30 minute. I want to see that before I do anything. It popped down, the alarm went off, and it's popped straight back up. But that's about to close, and it's in 8 minutes. And also, I think on the 1 hour, that is about to close in 7 minutes too, and it's about to close with that above the mean and above the 200 moving average for the 1 hour. That's fluctuating a lot. Jeez. All right, let's set up some let's go to the 1 hour chart and then set some limit orders, biggest, mediums to smaller, and let's see if we can get that filled, similar to what I did before with Link. All right, let's go. Ethereum. Okay, so I basically just want to get filled through here. So this candle, 2017. That's the alarm that I set. Yeah. All right. So 2017. I'm happy to get filled. There you go. Okay. Let me just blow this up. Oh, let me just check my leverage and stuff. Say 20x leverage. No good. No good. No good. It's just a little bit too much leverage there. Because I'm trying to open multiple positions and also increase my positions as I go. 2017. Hey, give me. Let's get in there. Come on. All right. So we got there. I'm just putting a couple of limit orders just in here, close to. It's taken off already. Look at this. Okay, so we're filled on one. We might not get the other ones filled, but look, you know, it's okay. Again, sorry, this is a longer video, but I just want to take the opportunity to do this, which I never really do. Every time my videos get too long, I just erase them and start again, and just make them more concise. This one will be a little bit longer. So, go down and fill me. If I look at the Ethereum 1 hour, it looks like it wants to come back a little bit, and I think, you know, 2017, that around that level is exactly where my last thing. If it does pull back, we're good. If it continues going, we've got one little position that's going for us. I almost feel like I could help that along. I wouldn't be upset if that gets filled. I don't think it's going to come back down. I'm trying to get it filled because I've done low leverage. So if you ever do want to just create an order, you can do market and just go bang and just put $5-10 or whatever you want to do. Look at this, how it's going to close. It's 5 minutes to go. That's very, very bullish. This is not so much, but this candle here is going to it would come down far enough. You can see whenever you see these long candles, all the say the sellers are in control there, the buyers are in control there, the buyers are in control here, and then you know, what we're seeing is, without being sort of too obvious, we've got our low, we've got a higher low, we've got a higher low, got a higher low, got a higher low, and that basically gives us our trend that we're following. So, and then you can sort of see here, we had been coming down like this, whoops, and if you look at the 1 hour chart and the actual smooth Heikin-Ashi, or even actually no, you can even look at the 30-minute chart. You can see there's the downtrend, and there's the price action, and there's the uptrend. That's just starting. It's a little bit delayed because it doesn't want you to. All these indicators. That's why I need them to fire before I can take action. Is because they're not too sensitive, because it's designed so that it doesn't. It doesn't cause you FOMO and stuff like that. So that's good. Yep, that's looking good. All right, so we've still got one more limit order there. So I would have put my stop loss. Look at the 1 hour. So probably that's not the best, but we've got 2 more minutes before this candle finishes. Not really bullish, so we could actually see it come back a little bit. We could get a little bit of this. In fact, we've got a 30-minute. We kind of did with that. It's more pronounced with this. See that one there, where it did come back. But anyway, it's pulling back a little bit. Okay, we're going to probably get filled on the way down, maybe, with another position. What are we? We're Ethereum, aren't we? Let me just go to our positions. Ethereum. So we've got the $25 position is what I've got at risk. I'd probably put a stop loss somewhere down there. Again, you use this long short tool, so your long position. Where your current position is, you've got to click on that and then bring this up to match where your actual stop loss is that you place it, which I just put it just below that candle. And then obviously again, I open this up, stretch it out a little bit, and then I want to make that sort of 3. This looks actually quite good because there's so much price action up to where I'm heading right now. It's almost like, why did it go down? Why is it even down here? Yeah, like Ethereum's price has been like really smashed around a lot. People are trying to say it's all over and done with, which is total absolute rubbish. They're going to be behind real world assets and stuff like that. So there's competition, yeah, for sure, but you know, and fresh money will get diluted. So the alt season that we're usually used to may not happen. So this is going to be 19% profit. Unless I get filled, well, it's still going to be 19% profit. So, looks like we might get filled down there. If we go down and retest down here and go up, so I want to just basically show you what I like to see. Okay, so we've got this situation going down here. We've got this up here, coming down there, up there. If we get something like, and it does come down here, and then continue up. You got the low, the high low, and just all you want is a low that's just higher than that. That's all you want. which would actually take it through my stop loss and stop us out. But still, as long as we're getting that higher low, I'll see how this goes. This is one I'll watch because there's no other positions I was looking at except for XRP. And I've got an alarm set up there. I haven't got any alarms that have sounded for XRP, have I? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's still down there. It hasn't crossed yet. So let's see how this goes. We'll just play it out live. I can probably pause. You know, it doesn't matter. I'll just skip ahead if you want to. We'll put it on 2x speed through here. I'll let the recording keep going. I think Doge is just turning green and just popped down here. So we just got the green signal and it just popped down. Chuck a little bit on it. Thought I had too many positions go at the same time. There's Doge. Yeah, so obviously we're long Doge. This is a 30-minute time frame, but it's looking a bit more bullish. Oh yeah, it's coming down. Okay, so that's filled. So I can bring this down below this candle here, and then just open that up. And essentially, every time if I want to do a quick trade, I just basically set up a 3-to-1, make that a long position, set that up exactly where I entered. If this magnet's on, just turn it off if it's affecting you. So it's like that. Bring that up to where my stop loss is, and then basically this is going to be 3. Now it is very close at the moment, so I'm even nervous about this. Come here. Okay, there's 3. Take profit. Have a look at the profit. 7, 8, 9, 10%. Not a lot of money. Look at all this price action up here. You probably want to get a little bit of that. I'd probably want to see, you know, somewhere up there, and then bring this down so it's a little bit wider. Get that back to. Getting that to 3 would be okay. Let me just expand it out so it's easier to stop on 3. There you go. 3. There you go. So and then adjust my stop loss down to there, and then that gets it below those recent candle as well. So this whole area, and then we got the one day chart that says, you know, we're looking green on Doge. There's Doge. There's the 1 day. You know, it just changed after 33 days. Over a month, and it just changed green. Got a little bit of a pump and a bit of a pullback. So it pumped up to there. So we've allowed it to pull back, you know, 6%, and then we've just jumped in. So we've got pretty close to here. So even if we have just a mirror image of what just happened there, we should get the possibility of a 51% pump. You know, maybe up to 200 moving average and bounce off it, even if it is going to continue down. But the story is looking okay. That's looking great. that's the 200 moving average there. That's pointing up on the hourly. There's a 2 hourly pointing up. There's the daily. We're going to close above it. Propped it out, came down, but we're in such a strong uptrend. We're just going to catch up. The momentum's catching up to push that up above the 200 moving average for the 4 hour. And then the daily, we're still below the 200 moving average for the daily, but we're working our way up there. We've got a lot of room to go before, even if we're going to get rejected. We've got 20%, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Now let's adjust our take profit. Now our take profit is, let me just, if I X out of that and just start that again. When you first grab it and drag it, it actually tells you the dollar amount and the percentage. So it's 18, 19, 20, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, you know, there you go. So if it goes down below there, you know, and then I'm happy for it to if it's going to play around in this area here, I'm happy for it to add in just a little bit. Oh, actually, we'll go the other way. Down here, I'm happy to add a couple of little buy orders just to top it up. I'm only using very small amounts, you see. So when I'm placing an order, let's say I want to spend $30 on one trade, then I'll do $3, $10 amounts spread out in case it moves against me to an area that I'm not so happy with, that threatens going down. I have the stop loss there just in case it does go through. It's just completely invalidated. But if it mucks around up and down here, as it has been, a lot of price action here. If it goes down below here again, that'll be a triple bottom. It's like, yeah. I want it to sort of like continue putting in these these bodies here, and these bodies here are support, and that's the previous resistance, as you can see there. So that resistance then has become support here, 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 and then if it respects it, we might get that, or maybe a nice little pump like that. We don't have any bad news happening in the market, maybe. So that's Doge. 0.3%, 1.65%, 16% on Link so far, 13% on TRX, which is the one I already had open. So we'll go do check-ins on these. Let's do the rounds while we're waiting. I want to keep this video sort of under the hour. This is sort of like just creeping up. I'm expecting TRX to just keep on going. Now, if you're wondering why I've got the 3 ratio, 3 to 1, it finishes there, but this is actually a little bit higher. It's because I set up a trailing stop here so that it would actually follow it up to break even if it moved any higher. Once it's done that, I want the take profit to also be higher by the same amount. You see how the difference between the position entered and the trailing stop is that, and that's exactly the difference between there and there. If that's not too technical, if it makes sense in my brain. But anyway, so yeah, if this goes up any higher, this will start dragging this up, and then basically once it gets to there, it'll be a no risk trade. If it comes up here and just misses out on hitting that take profit, it'll come back to about here and it'll take profit, which is how I've got it set up for the trailing stop. So if it just misses out of there, which it sometimes does, it comes back to there, it'll lock me in there. So that'll be my take profit, which will be roughly where the original one was, but at least I've got the opportunity for it to go beyond and get stopped out there to take profit. Sorry, it's a bit of a long video today, but I'm not doing too many videos, so I thought I might just take a little time and just show you behind the scenes, instead of just showing you what I'm doing and all my setups, exactly what some of the logic is behind it. Let me, while I'm looking through this is TRX, obviously. What else do we have? We have TRX. We have Link. We only just set this up now in this video, so let's have a look at that. So that one's sort of getting towards the middle of our range before we sort of have the 3 to 1 take profit. Again, it could come back down, but we do have I think that's the trailing stop there. So yeah, so one of these limit orders is already outside the trailing stop, which can't be hit, so I might as well get rid of that. This limit order, I mean the trailing stop's almost there anyway, a little bit further, and it's impossible to hit that, so I can get rid of that. So these I'm getting rid of these open orders here. So once this trailing stop gets up to this level, which is my entrance, where I entered the trade, then this whole setup becomes a no risk trade. I will leave the take profit up there because, again, sometimes it'll come up and it'll just almost hit it and then start coming back down, and you can come back here and your profit's back there and you've left all that profit on the table. So that's why I like the trailing stops. You want to because again I want to set this up so I don't have to watch it. So I want my cake and eat it too. I don't want to be sitting in front of computers watching charts. Ethereum, it's only 1% up, but we'll revisit and have a look and see how it's looking. That's obviously where I'm thinking it's gonna behave. It still could come down and stop me out here if it's heading down here and running out of steam. I might move my stop loss down. I just got a message saying Doge potential long that come up on my screen. What I might do is, seeing as I've already set this all up, this is all actionable information, I'll just close out the video there and I'll come back and I'll give you a summary report of exactly how it all played out. I just had a message there, someone asking me, is Doge a play? And then obviously, we've just jumped into it, so let me do that now. Alright, I'll thank you very much for joining me, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Jump into the Substack to get all these trade setups, because obviously you haven't seen many videos from me on YouTube if you're watching there. I'm just sending out messages exactly with screenshots, exactly what my setups are, and just sharing that to my paid Substack. It's like $12 or something like that a month, or I don't know what it is, so it's $8 or $12 I think. So and just basically just cover some of the costs of my trading view and stuff like that. So it's a very small group. So I got a lot of free subscribers to the weekly technical analysis, but so that's once a week. But if you want to get these trade setups for more day trading, spot trading, I would say swing trading is what it's good for. So holding a position for a day or multi-day. I had a few positions from yesterday. I held over from yesterday that I sort of like to start to wrap up today. I like to hold things for a sort of like a day or two, and if it's, and just move my stop and I'll let it to stop me out once I've locked in the profit. Anyway, enough rambling on. I'll finish this video and I'll upload this to the Substack, and then YouTube. You guys you'll see this a bit later. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next video.